Welcome back to Just Campers. In this video we're going to be fitting our fridge. So here we have our JKF50 in silver to match our trim, and I'm going to show you how to install it. Really simple to install. We only have two wires. So we have our red one, which is our positive, and our black one, which is our negative, and this is 12 volt. Under here we have our fuse, and we're going to go ahead and remove that first before fitting, and we'll put that back in afterwards. Okay, so with our fuse safely removed, we're going to set our fridge into our hole and get it in place. So this fridge at the back does need adequate ventilation. So in our unit we've actually have vents built into the side of the panel. If you haven't and you've got a deeper panel, make sure you've got enough space at the back behind the fridge to allow air circulation. Obviously I need to remember that I need to be able to get to the fuse once I've fitted it as well, because we're going to put that back in. So you can see our fuse holder. I'm going to move that in a minute. It's quite snug. Okay, so things to remember when you're fitting the fridge. When I'm pushing it back into my hole that I've got in my cabinet, I need to make sure I've got adequate gap down each side. The reason being is when this door opens, it actually swings open that way. So we need to allow for that movement of the door. So I'm just going to open the door and make sure that we have clearance also with the door open. So I don't want the door touching the cabinet, which it is touching there, you see. So I'm just going to come forward just a touch. That's it. Now that misses it. Lovely. So that's our ideal placement for the fridge. So we can go ahead and secure that now. You can see in here, the bottom tray here, is our instructions and our user manual. Operation guide. Put that up there for the moment. And then this is the freezer door compartment I'm going to remove. Simple as that. So I can get the screws and the fixing screws in place. Then these bungs here. So we've got two at the top and two at the bottom. On each side. With those removed, we can drill through and secure with the correct length screws into our furniture. Believe it or not, you have to actually drill through the fridge. So we're going to drill through the plastic part and actually exit the metal case. So I'm going to drill through. I'm going to start with a 2.5mm drill bit. And I'm going to drill through the centre of this plug hole. Okay, that's gone through. And once we go through the metal case, then we're going to be up against our furniture. So I'm going to go really gently, just break through the surface of the covering. Like so, and I'm going to let the self-tapping screws do the rest of the work. So all four self-tapping screws are in and they've gone into our furniture, nicely firmly fixed. We're going to pop our blanking caps in, like so. Excellent. We can put our freezer compartment door back in. That's it. So we have our two fridge wires, our positive and our negative. I've run them round the same area that I used for our 12 volt wiring for the other parts, by the conduit there, and I run it along and under the seat. I've removed the battery just to make it a little bit easier to get our wiring through. So there we go. Set crimpers to crimp it. And then because this is a non-insulated terminal, I'm going to ask my cameraman Nick to pass me over the heat gun. Super job, Nick, thanks mate. And then what we're going to do, we are going to put a little bit of heat shrink over the top of that to create our insulation. So just cut off about there. Lovely. Pop it open, slide it over our terminal and all. And he plugs onto number 2, like so. You see we've got the rest of our loom coming round, so we're going to follow round for our earth. Again, we're going to hit our buzz bar over here. These are all earths, so we're going to go there. So lastly, we just need to remember to put our fuse back in that we took out before we started wiring up.